Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Northern Sunning. Today I'm alone. It's just me. Usually me and my husband, we make videos together, but today I'm gonna make a video talking about motherhood. This video is called 5 Things I Wish I Knew Before I Was a Mom. So now I've been a mom for about 8 months, and there's so much new things that you didn't know, so much new things that you have to adapt to, and some things I just wish I knew before. It's nobody's fault. Maybe it's my own fault for not reading or asking, but some things would have made my life a little bit easier if I was ready for it. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the coming videos. The first thing I want to talk about, breastfeeding. There's so much to say about breastfeeding. There's so much to learn. There's so much to read, but I honestly don't think that you could actually prepare for it. You can only practice when you have your baby there. I've read a lot of things of other women telling me do this or do that, but I didn't really understand until I had my own baby and I was breastfeeding him. But breastfeeding is a very frustrating part of the pregnancy, or actually after you've had your baby, postpartum as we call it. It hurts, and you're not sure if you are doing it correctly, and that stresses you. And at the same time, you have your baby crying. He's crying because he's a baby. It doesn't have to mean that he's not getting enough food, or it can mean 1,000 things and you don't know, but you are stressed out because your baby is crying and you want him to be quiet, or her. You're trying to figure out what you're doing, and it's just a very stressful situation. So if you're there now, or if you're pregnant and you're gonna be a mom soon, ask your friends about breastfeeding. Like, what were some things that they didn't know before, and maybe their experience can help you on the way. As I said earlier, it's very hard to be 100% prepared, but maybe someone else's experience can help you a little bit on the way, and that's better than nothing. And hey, I've spoken to a lot of my friends who also have had babies, and breastfeeding hasn't been easy for all. I've had a friend, it didn't work out for her, so she gave her baby milk substitute instead. And now the baby sleeps well at night, she's not stressed anymore, and everybody in the whole family is just happy. So if breastfeeding doesn't work for you, don't stress over it, okay? There's help, there's other things that your baby can eat and will make him or her grow. So don't let all the noises and voices around you put pressure on you that you have to breastfeed. I know a lot of doctors told me that it is the most healthy thing to give your baby, according to forskning. I don't know what that's in English. Anyways, I haven't looked it up myself, but if it doesn't work for you, then do what works for you, okay? It's more important that you feel that you're not stressed. Don't let it go that far that it affects how you are feeling, and then that affects how you and your husband. Just don't let it go that far, okay? There's other things you can give your baby. Do what works best for you. The second thing I want to talk about is sleep. You do not sleep. The first 3 weeks, you don't sleep at all. If you're not ready for this, this will affect you mentally, physically, every way that's possible. So you have to understand that. First weeks, your baby won't sleep. If you're lucky, your baby will sleep during the night a couple hours straight. But my baby, he slept long sleeps during the day, and then he woke up every other hour during the night. So you have to be ready for that. Nobody told me this about the sleep. It was actually my nurse at the hospital. The same day I had my baby, she said, be ready to stay up all night today because your baby needs every other hour he's gonna eat. So you're not gonna get any sleep today. And I was like, what? You didn't tell me this. So we have to understand and be ready that we won't have a lot of sleep, okay? You can read more about it, but I'm telling you, if you're pregnant now, sleep now. Because once you have your baby, you're gonna wish that you slept more. And my best advice when you have your baby, sleep when your baby sleeps. I wish I was harder on myself with this thing, because it would have helped me. But instead of doing what I did, doing the dishes, making dinner, reading a book, taking a shower, cleaning, washing clothes. Instead of doing all that when he's sleeping, how about you sleep when he sleeps? And when he's up, you can do all that. When he sleeps as well, but just sleeps when he sleeps, because when he's up, you're gonna need every inch of power and strength to take care of your baby. Now I'm talking especially about the first, second, and third month, because those were the hardest for me. And if you can't sleep, at least relax when he sleeps. Lay down in the bed next to him without your phone. Do something that makes you relax so you can just rest when he rests, because you will need it. Something else that stressed me a lot that I wish I would have had some form of information about is that when your baby cries, it doesn't always mean that he wants to eat. This made me so stressed. Like I was afraid to make plans to go outside with my baby alone, because I thought that my baby, he eats all the time. My baby, he cries all the time, so that means that he's hungry, but that's not true. Sometimes he just cries because he's uncomfortable, or it's too hot, or it's too cold, or he's tired, or he's bored, or whatever. He just wants attention. And when he cried, it made me stressed, because I thought, okay, now I have to feed him, and I'm on the bus now, so I can't feed him, or I'm on my way somewhere, so I can't feed him. And this made me so stressed. It would stop me from making plans with my friends because I was so stressed. What I'm trying to say is that just because your baby cries doesn't mean he wants to eat all the time. He has different cries, which I didn't understand in the beginning. When he was crying, I didn't really know what it meant. And my baby, he gained a lot of weight really quick. And that was the result of me thinking that he always wanted food, but he didn't always need food. He wouldn't say no to food though, but he wouldn't die if I wouldn't have fed him for that hour. The next thing that I also stressed about was seeing all these lists that you have to have for your baby. There's so many things you can buy for your baby, but I can almost promise you, if you have diapers and you have 2 outfits for him, a blanket, you're good to go. Especially the first months. You do not need everything. And this could stress me because I didn't really have time to either buy it. I didn't even have the economy to buy all these things. But as blessed as I was, I had friends and families during my baby shower. They bought me so many things. But your baby doesn't need a lot of things. I'm so thankful that my family and friends bought everything, because honestly, if they hadn't, Emmanuel wouldn't have half of the things that he has today. So he's blessed because of all of my family members and friends. They bought so many things to our baby. But if you're a mom like me and maybe you're stressing about this today, I have to buy that, I have to buy, don't stress. Everything your baby needs is a diaper and some clothes and some food. That's literally everything he needs. You can make toys out of things at home. You know what my baby loves? He loves the remote. He doesn't like to buy on his things that I bought him. He likes to buy on the remote. So babies are simple and they will enjoy and play with anything that you give them. So don't stress about that. The last thing I want to talk about is not knowing and not understanding the little amount of time that you and your husband, your spouse will have with each other. I wasn't really ready for this. Me and my husband, obviously we love each other. We love to hang out with each other. But today, if we want to be alone, there's so much planning. We have to plan so much to get to that point. Or we're trying to plan like when he sleeps, we can do that. And then he never sleeps. My husband is laughing. It's actually true. You won't have as much time to be alone with your husband. I still feel that it's very important for you and your husband or your spouse to actually have that time where you just see each other, talk to each other, enjoy each other's company, and do things that just
hang out.
I was just very shocked that me and my husband wouldn't have as much time for each other to be alone. But this is also a part of family. It's not just me and him anymore. It's me, him, and our baby. And we love being together as a whole family, but it's also important for us to just be me and my husband, to talk without getting interrupted, to eat with each other and not get interrupted or think about him or having an eye on our baby. So it's also very important that we make time for just the 2 of us. It's not as easy today as it was a couple of months ago. We can't just go somewhere. We can't really be spontaneous, but we can plan. So I wasn't really ready on that. But now I try to make the best out of it, and I'm still waiting for my husband to ask me out on a date. I have my outfit ready and everything, so when he asks me out on a date, we're gonna go eat. go somewhere and just hang out together and just talk without getting interrupted, because now our baby is 8 months. He's not sleeping a lot during the day anymore. He's actually fully awake almost the whole day, so we have to have an eye on him all the time. But it's amazing. It's amazing being a mother. I still learn new things all the time. It's still a little bit stressful sometimes when you don't know or understand how you're gonna meet your baby's needs. But it's amazing. It's really amazing, and I can't wait to have more children, to give siblings to Emmanuel, because he needs company. He needs someone to play with him all the time, and mama can't do that all the time. So I would think it would be best for him to have a little sister like yesterday. That would be very good. So I'm gonna go talk about that with my husband, see what he says, because our son needs some company. Okay, so these were some things that I thought about the last couple of months. I've been thinking about, and I don't know if this can help someone or prepare someone a little bit, but read about it, ask your friends. If you have friends or family who are pregnant or have had babies, ask them, because it could help you on the way. I hope you get a blessed motherhood, a blessed delivery. If you're pregnant now, waiting for your baby, don't stress. Don't be afraid of what's gonna happen. Your body just knows what it needs to do when the baby's coming out. So don't stress about it, but ask for advice and ask for tips. Read what you can, and yeah, ask me if you have any more questions. Ask me and I will do my best to answer what I can. I don't know everything. Obviously, I've only been a mother for 8 months, but I can share my experience. If you have other things you want me to talk about motherhood, let me know and I can make more videos about that. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, ask me any questions. If you have anything that you think about, let me know and I will do my best to answer them. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.